Hey guys, I'm here reading the National Cosmetology Practical Examination Candidate Information Bulletin, the examination content, and the important administration information. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what one of the abbreviations means. So if you hear me mention it, you'll know what I'm referring to throughout the reading. It's the NIC, which is referring to the National-Interstate Council of the State Boards of Cosmetology. So let's get started. Here are the important instructions. Do not leave the examination area without permission. Permission must be obtained to leave the examination area for any reason, including restroom usage or at the completion of the examination. Picture ID is required to re-enter into the examination. Candidates are required to bring a supply kit for their own use. It is the candidate's responsibility to make certain that they have sufficient quantity of supplies that have been properly cleaned and disinfected and that the implements are in proper working order. The kit will be used during the examination as a dry storage and is considered part of the work area. The kit must be kept closed, completely zipped, or lid tightly closed, except when removing material for a particular service. Candidates may remove items, supplies, etc. from the kit at any time. However, nothing may not be returned into the kit. All examinations are administered in a testing environment. Candidates are evaluated at all times. Continue working until you have completed the entire section or time has elapsed. EPA registered disinfectant wipes that demonstrate bactericidal, fungicide, virucidal properties must be used. Disinfectant sprays are no longer allowed in the testing environment. Due to the standardization of the NIC national examination, proctors and examiners are required to adhere to the following standards. The verbal instructions will be read twice for each section of the examination. With the exception of the verbal instruction, the proctors are not allowed to communicate with the candidates. Examiners are not allowed to speak with candidates. Candidates requesting information during the examination will be told the following statements. Do the best with what you have available. Do as you were taught. If candidates experience an emergency situation, please notify the proctor by raising your hand. Candidates will be given time to set up the universal, also known as general supplies, they will use throughout the examination. Each section of the examination has a maximum time allowed, with the exception of those specified as untimed. Once the candidate has completed all tasks in the section, please step back and turn your hand to the examiner in the case of the nail section to indicate that they have finished. In the event that all candidates complete a section before the time has elapsed, the examiners will proceed to the next section of the examination. When the timer goes off, all candidates must stop working and step back and turn their hand towards the examiner in the case of the nail section immediately. During the phase of the examination, all candidates must follow appropriate public protection and infection control procedures to maintain a safe work area. In the event of a blood exposure incident, candidates will be expected to follow the NIC exposure procedure. Failure to do so may result in dismissal from the examination. Be sure to contact your examination provider to obtain the most current version and any addendum to the NIC blood exposure procedure, or go to the www.nictesting.org for a current downloadable copy. If candidate does not follow infection control procedures or allow the work area to become and remain unsafe, the result may be a failing score of the examination. The following provides examples of materials and actions that are prohibited during the examination administration. Possession of cell phone, watches of any kind, pager, tablets, computer, projectors, cameras, or any kind of electronic or recording devices, printed material or handwritten notes, purses, bags, coats, hats, or any personal item that is not directly needed to complete the examination are not allowed. Exhibiting disruptive behavior, communicating with other candidates or examiner. The above reference items or actions are not an exhaustive list. Failure to comply with any of these actions or exhibit any behavior that suggests an effort to cheat will result in an immediately dismissal of the examination, and candidate actions will be reported to the proper authorities. All supplies must be labeled in English. When an original manufacturer label is required, there can be no handwritten or any other type of labeling. Original manufacturer labels must have English and may also include other languages. All non-manufacturer labels must be in English only. Only manufacturer labels are required for disinfectant and hand sanitizers. EPA registered disinfectant wipes that demonstrates bactericidal, fungicide, and virucide properties must be used. Disinfectant sprays are no longer allowed in the testing environment. Please refer to the suggested examination supplies section to see any further state-specific requirement for supplies and products. Simulated products are not allowed for disinfectant and hand sanitizers. No aerosols, no disinfectant sprays are allowed in the testing environment. Candidates are to perform all tasks utilizing products and supplies as they were taught. There is, however, a section titled Suggested Examination Supplies provided the following content domains section in this bulletin for items that a candidate may possibly utilize in a section. Candidates are to perform all of the tasks utilizing products and supplies as they were taught. There is, however, a section titled Suggested Examination Supplies provided following the content domains section of this bulletin for items that a candidate may possibly utilize in a section. NIC model or mannequin requirements. Please refer to your state-specific guidelines for model and mannequin requirement. If your state requires that you use a mannequin head or hand, candidates who are required to use a mannequin head, it is the candidate responsibility to come prepared for the examination. Mannequin heads that are pre-marked or pre-section are not allowed for any part of the practical examination. Candidates who are required to use mannequin hands, it is the candidate's responsibility to come prepared for their examination. Mannequin hands must be an entire hand and cannot have removable digits. Mannequin heads and hands must be approved by the examination state vendor prior to the admittance into the examination. Special attention. The following information is vital and specific to the NIC National Cosmetology Practical Examination. Candidates will be evaluated on proper designation of materials that are disposed. Candidates are required to bring and use the following supplies for the appropriate disposal of materials: container labeled to be disinfected, container labeled soil linen, container labeled trash. It is specified that there is more than one client represented for the purpose of this examination. A new client is introduced and must be prepared during the course of the examination. See the Cosmetology Practical Examination Content Domain section. The following sections are new to the practical examination: predispositional tests and strand tests with simulated products, highlighted with foil version application and colored simulated products, blood exposure procedure. Candidates are expected to brace at any time they are working around the eye and mouth areas. Candidates are not allowed to label products as single-use items. Use of single-use items products may result in a failing score for the examination. Cosmetology Practical Examination Content Domain section. The scope of the National Cosmetology Practical Examination includes 10 core domain sections. The core domain sections are based on the National Job Analysis. 1. Work area and client preparation and setup of universal supplies. First client 15 minutes. 2. Thermal curling 10 minutes. 3. Hair cutting 30 minutes. 4. Work area and new client preparation and setup of supplies. Second client 15 minutes. 5. Chemical waving 20 minutes. 6. Predispositional and strand tests with simulated product 10 minutes. 7. Highlighted with foil version application with color simulated product 15 minutes. 8. Hair coloring retouch with colored simulated product 10 minutes. 9. Version hair relaxer application with colored simulated product on time. And 10. Blood exposure procedure 10 minutes. These are all the core instructions on what the examination entails, and it is as clear as they put it, simple as put. The examination will include everything that they have mentioned in this bulletin, and is what they say. Do as you were taught. This is only just the explanation of what the examination is. But to know what you're doing when you're there, it's really just doing what you know what to do. It's a fun experience, but if you know what you're doing, you need to know the blood spill procedure. You need to know how to set up, to set up your universal supplies. You need to know to do the haircuts, how to do the rollers, and but it's at this bulletin is just an explanation, a walkthrough of what you're gonna go through or experience when you're there. Other than that, it's not explaining to you how to do the procedure. But if you feel like you don't know what to do, you need to take that up with your instructor, or find someone who can help you to understand, who went through the procedure, to understand what you need to do to pass the examination. But it's all here, and there's nothing else to it but to do it and to just get the training at your school to understand what you need to do when you get there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I hope I wasn't too confusing, and I hope these videos are helpful. If you have any questions, just inbox me, message me, let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and share. God loves you, so do I. Let me mention, I am not an instructor. I am a licensed cosmetology, but I'm not an instructor. So if you feel like you need further information, I suggest you go to your instructor to find out what it is make sure everything, show them what you're doing, to make sure everything what you're doing is correct. But I'm just giving you a walkthrough on what my experience was and how I did it, or whatever it was. And I hope you guys find this video helpful. So guys, please subscribe, rate, comment, and stay tuned for more videos. God loves you, and so do I. Peace.